What's going on? What's going on? Peace, love, tranquility. Lower this down a little bit. I was in theater mode. I'm not gonna come on for too long. Just want to drop in and leave a message of elevation. Leave a message of inspiration. Leave a message of truth, serenity, and freedom. I'm feeling so much. And I've told you guys before why I'm starting this. These are all go on YouTube. I've been doing this for the whole year, and individuals are really understanding what I'm doing on here. Not only spreading the self-love. I was just hearing David Banner talk about self-love and how individuals get upset about that and them not being selfish and looking at it as a bad way of being, but looking at it, if we can flip the whole thing as it being good. Shout out to everyone coming in and just already in on that part. Very, very powerful, very, very good. I want to read this out because I finally changed it. It said, I am Mr. Saylee, your divine counselor, here expressing self-love because it is creating a better world for us. And that's exactly what this is for. We have the ability to create a better world. The heaven on earth, all these different things, people talking. Yeah, that's cool. But let's put into action. I think before even starting this, I was hearing a lady talk about overgiving so much and not receiving, but overgiving to individuals who don't really even want the help, or not even that they don't want it, but just of taking advantage of your kind heart, your purity. You know, you have to make sure you are at a position where well, she said, and I like what she said. I gotta go back and watch the video, but she said, hey, you gotta disappoint some people more. That people pleasing gotta be over with. When you self-loving, creating freedom for yourself, you can't people please. What about pleasing you? So that was extremely powerful. You guys know why I do these, especially with the Freedom Finding Fridays, Self-Love Saturday. Now, guys, for the Self-Love Saturdays or Sundays, if I'm doing a segment on Saturday, 9 times out of 10, I won't do on Sunday. Not saying I can't make any surprise visits on Sunday. I may, but I try to just handle one so I have some time for myself as well too. And these will be a lot shorter. I'm looking at it like I've given a lot of time, and now it's time to pull back my own essence, and stop leaking and just giving everything out freely. Or not giving it out freely, but just giving so much. When you want to start to value your own time, pull back your essence, pull back your energy, and pull back your expressions. I don't have to. Sometimes I may just come on 5 minutes, maybe 10, 30 minutes. I no longer have to give an hour or 2 hours, 3. No. You know who you are. I know who I impact. And I have more than enough for at least a lifetime content that's on. Either you see it on Facebook, here on TikTok, or your Instagram, or wherever you go. You're going to find the greatness. And I know individuals been getting healing from me since elementary. I remember this one girl in college. She said, man, you need to do your own meditation videos or audios. I'm like, yeah, that's good. I should. I'm glad that you resonate and you feel my voices brings not only healing, but you feel comfortable with it. That's a beautiful situation. Very beautiful situation. I definitely feel I have what it takes to bring a self-loving essence to the individuals on the planet. But I understand 90%, maybe 95, 97 don't want that. Remember, everyone doesn't want love. Everyone doesn't want to love themselves. I remember in elementary school, I learned about the golden rule: do unto others as you want done unto you. Remember, everybody doesn't want the goodness, so why would they even do you good if they don't want it? Shout out to everybody coming in, and like I said, this is Self-Love Saturday. These things are, it's really that space for individuals to choose if you even want to love yourself. I'm not forcing anyone to do that. No, you don't have to. Maybe the life you've been living is not something you want. You've been doing a lot of self-hate. You haven't even attempted to self-love. 20 years you've been doing self-hate. And you tried self-love for 2 weeks and you wanted to undo all of the self-hate that's been taking place. No. It's good to start it, but keep it going for about a month straight. Waking up every morning, going into the mirror and you greeting yourself. Brushing your teeth and saying, you know what? I ain't gonna love who you are. This life is perfect right now. Actually creating that situation for you. Not allowing others to shape or tell you what to do. No. And I always shout out to Brian Tracy on that end, because he says, like, everyone talking about having goals or doing that or loving stuff. Remember, everyone is not doing that. And I love what he said. He said, amen. Because they don't love themselves, or they don't have, he didn't say that. He said because they don't have goals. People think you don't have them. So they don't value their life. So they think you don't value yours. So they would love for you to take actions that'll waste time, that will waste your time. This is why it's very important to set up boundaries. You know what? Sometimes you gotta, get away from some individuals, family, friends, strangers. Like, you know what? I need to understand who I am. So I need to be by myself right now to get fully grounded in what I want to accomplish, what I want to do in life. Shout out to everyone coming in. Remember, guys, this is a space, for you guys with the self-love. Sometimes I know a lot of people want assistance or help with that situation, and they don't know how to go about it. They don't know how to go to grab it or where to even start. I call myself the best counselor that ever existed. I know this because not only have I dealt with individuals 18 to 85, knocking at a little bit younger, 13, to 85. So everyone has their gift and use it in the way that they want. And I want to say this too, because I know it's still the time, we're in LA. It's still the 6th, December 6th. I want to give a special shout out to my niece, Michaela on that end. And she's very, very important, to me. And it's just like how I feel, and I say this in like sometimes individuals don't understand your value. What I bring into the people around me life is they don't realize they got not only one of the best leaders, but the best, counselor on the planet on that end to really to help you or assist you to understand your whole situation. I was listening to a guy speak about today. He's like, man, you know what? I'm not saying everyone needs a therapist or a counselor or a psychologist, but it's like an oil change or tune up or an oil change. Can your car still run? Yeah. But if you get that oil change to run a little bit more smoothly, do you want your life to run a little bit more smoothly? Understand. When you understand, see, there's believe and know, then then there's understanding. You can say you know yourself, all right, cool, but do you understand even how you operate? It's like getting a new MacBook or whatever computer or cell phone. You can read the book or you can look up YouTube videos how to actually work it. Remember, there's certain secrets that you may not ever understand or even know on the phone. But you're gonna put in that time to figure it out. And remember, I was telling individuals too, just because people say, oh yeah, I'm talking with the counselor, I'm talking with a therapist. Remember, you got individuals that are poor, average, good, great, and then the best. You could be talking with an average therapist. They may not be able to help you if you got situations that are complex. I don't trust everybody with a degree. Just like with a badge or any status, any degree or whatever. Nah, I'm trusting that. You gotta show me. Not any paperwork. I mean, I understand. I don't care if you put in 20 years to get whatever paperwork. If I don't feel you have the adequate information for me to work with you or to help me out, it's valueless to me. Point blank, period. It's just valueless. And I don't care if you studied 30 years ago and you feel like you did well. That's good. Get your accolades, do whatever you have to do. My professor that I studied under, he's getting paid, or he was getting paid about $250 an hour. And I challenged him. Shout out to Dr. Thompson. He knows it too. And everybody who was in that class, they know. He said, I love living at 40. I think there was this one movie, 45 or 40, 54 meters deep or whatever. I understand it now. Bless me. There's a certain depth that not everybody is willing to go to. Let's say you're to solve your solution, you need to go 35 meters deep. But your therapist, counselor, psychologist, or psychotherapist, all they can go is 20 meters deep. They can't even help you with your situation. And we got to be very clear with that. It's just like me going to Ghana. I've heard a lot of people talking about Africa. Go here, do this, or you can do that. You got to be careful of that. I went and seen for myself and lived there for 4 months. People can tell me whatever they want to say, their own experience, what they know about it. I will listen. But I went and got my own experience. So I know what to do there. And even with me dealing with MS, multiple sclerosis, that don't mean anything. That ain't gonna stop nothing. And it'll actually propel me forward to live life more boldly. Cause a billion excuses. Oh man, I'm dealing with this medical situation. Let me just lay in bed all day. Let me just do nothing. I don't want to. Life is over. I don't want to handle anything. I don't. There's no more. There's nothing else to do. No, do you know there's so much to do? I don't even have enough time to do it all. The stuff I want to do. It's just like people coming to LA. They, even the people that live in LA, they don't even do everything that you can do in LA. They don't do it. So it's never about doing everything. Hit the areas you want to hit and make sure that you are able to decide. Shout out to Decisive December. This is why this is happening this month. None of the things that I've had starting since September all the way up to December, they were not random. Pick them out all for a reason. This whole year, if you want this year to be the same as next year, then do the same thing. Don't make any new decisions. Do the same old things. Hang out with the same old people. Think the same old way. If you want the same old things, go ahead, do the same old thing. I'm not forcing anything on anyone. I'm not. Like my mom will always tell me, the bed you make, that's the one you gotta lie in. So I mean, hey, pick and choose the life you want. I know there are very amazing or special people on this world, on this app, just in life in general. I was talking about one of my boys. He moved to Thailand and he's not on social media. He said, Saylee, you gotta come out and enjoy. I'm like, yeah, you're right, man. You're right. I do have to enjoy, life. I think I was listening to this one girl talk about it. She was like, guys, go out and talk with people. Get off the app and doing these different things. Go hug a tree or something. Go to the beach or something. People be in LA 20 years, they don't even go to the beach. Oh, you ain't serious. You programmed. Okay. You don't want to handle no situation. You don't want to take no vacation. But then when AI takes your job and then you ain't doing anything, it takes your job, then you're like, oh man, would've, could've, should've. No. I'm about to get up out of here soon anyway. But these spaces are not open forever. It's just open for a small amount of time. If somebody wants to get their opportunity to even vent. Sometimes be careful. I want to warn everyone to be careful who you venting out there too. Someone take your business and share it out with whoever else. That's why I love when individuals tell me some secrets or some things that you say, oh, I never told anybody this. That's good. You're revealing that and you're able to share some things that maybe you've been thinking about for whole lifetimes. And you actually have a safe space. That's why I do the Safe Space Saylee show. I'm thinking all these other safe space shows that's good. More need to pop up. Not just about, talking about it, but actually being about it. And and all these go on YouTube as well too. So that's why that music in the background is coming from as well too. What is this called? The Future City audio is going on. I was watching this film too. I think it's called something I will follow you down or something like that. I've been into these sci-fi ones recently. Parallel realities in different universes. I've been into that stuff for some time. It's interesting, you know. But yeah, once again, happy birthday to my niece. I love all my nieces, love all my nephews. If there's one thing I want them all to know, that they always have, their uncle. They can come about anything. That's why I miss my niece Z, even though there was a time she was starting to, I don't know whether she told her, her dad or her aunt or whoever else, but she really trusted, me, and she was getting, older, and then I think she said there was a guy a boy, who liked her, and then she was asking me, what should I do about it? Should I focus and things? And I like stuff like that because you want to be that. It's not even about being the cool uncle. You can be that understanding uncle, or just being that anyone can come to you, bring any type of information. You're not gonna get pissed, or you're not gonna judge them. You're gonna give them some information, and then they'll decide whether they want to use it or not. I don't force anybody to use anything that I'm saying. No, you don't have to. But know that it is available. Yeah, and people try to, and like I said, I got the information for, like I said, 18 to 85. No one is ever bringing anything new that I don't know about. And that's not to be egotistical. It's just my life. Any information you're bringing to me, I probably already have heard about it, dealt with it, and using it if it actually works. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I gotta get out of here. I want to get back to this movie too, but I want to make sure that I dropped an expression for Self-Love Saturday. And guys, I want to give a tool too for the Self-Love Saturday. If I don't give I'll probably clip this up too and do this for the Decisive December. I've been coming on at least once a day, giving a question or a message for Decisive December. So I'll focus in on this, and like, guys, if you really want to decide or to love self, find an example in this world. That's your task for today. Find an example of someone being, doing, or showing what's going on, what you want. There's somebody that's there. You may not be the first one doing a certain situation. There's somebody probably already doing what you're doing or what you want. You're like, man, nah, I ain't gonna copy. I ain't gonna copy that. You can still be authentic and get inspired by someone else. All individuals on the earth, you gotta have been inspired by somebody. Come on. No one is just getting just all. It's like you grew up in a bubble or in a void and no one influenced you. Like, come on, save it. You didn't grow up in a void. So don't feel like you can't look up and search somebody who's been doing this. Now, I'm not saying just only be watching YouTube videos. It goes, or just videos anyway, or music, inspiration, paintings, whatever. Make some moves about it. This is believing in yourself, not doubting. That's what this self-love is about. Believing in you. Sometimes, you be questioning. No one's saying you can't be afraid. But that's where the courage is developed. I'm afraid of this situation, but I'm still gonna make this move. I gotta see it through. I gotta see how this life will go if I trusted in myself. if I use my courageousness to see what I was capable of. Maybe I fall on my face. Maybe I fall, or then let me fall. Let the whole world laugh at me. Okay. Let them do that. Let them talk about me too. At least I seen what was going on. At least I really tested and showed myself what I could do, even if I was going up against the whole world. I'm not afraid of that. That's actually better for me. That's why I've been saying I'm on this campaign right now. 0 likes, 0 views, 0 comments, and 0 shares. It's on Facebook, but this is all over. And 0 followers too. That's the followers, likes, comments, that don't move me. I'm already past that now. And a shout out to Mason. He left a comment, I think yesterday, was saying, man, something that you're doing for the earth or something. That was so powerful. I'm good for the rest of life. I don't need anything else now. I mean, I was saying that before, but with that, it just kind of solidified my person on this world, at least on how I believe in myself. When you know you're good at what you do, you no longer need anyone to congratulate you or say, oh man, you're doing a good job and you're doing that. If you do, it's just a bonus. Thank you. If you're saying it silently, or if you never speak up about it, thank you. If you never speak up, thank you. If you do speak up, thank you. If you forget I ever existed, still thank you too there too. Remember, this life is yours to live. Other people be playing around. Playing around with their life. Maybe this was the reality. You were just playing around, seeing if you could be a nothing in this world. Maybe sometimes people want to experience that. Let me see if I could become nothing. Let me just talk good and not actually act. You know, some individuals do things like that. So we about to I appreciate everyone that have listened with us 1 second, or we just skip through 5 seconds, 1 minute. This is Self-Love Saturday. Please make sure that you are loving yourself. One thing for you guys, if you haven't looked in the mirror and told yourself you love you, go ahead and do that. Happy birthday again to my niece, Michaela. Happy 18th. On that end. I know people say, oh man, you're 18, you're an adult now and all that. You still got some more time. Chill out. Got some more time. And there's some individuals they be 60 years old, still children. So it ain't about the age thing. I know I grew up fast. Grew up really fast. But I don't want to hang on too more to that. Guys, Self-Love Saturday. Make sure that you love yourself. This is decisive December too. Make the decision. Be confident and make a decision to choose you versus anything else. Remember, you got to get there first before you can help anyone else out. Make sure you get there first. All right, everyone. Peace out. Love you all. This is Mr. Saylee signing out. We out here like last year.